I hear no.
Ooh, yeah, baby, yeah, Rhino.
Whoa. Let's make some money, man.
Yeah.
Let's make that dollar. Make somebody holla.
We're gonna let it rain, goats. How are ya? Welcome to the Fanduel DFS Week 8 lineup build, where we are. That's right. We're going for three wins in a row. This one, Rhino. This one feels. You know what they say, right? What do they say? That all good things come in threes.
Yeah.
Yes, this is going to be the one. And then we're going to make it rain for the goats. I am your shepherd, and of course, that is the Commissioner Rhino. And yes, sir, we are going to get to this lineup in just a few moments. I see the West Up goat is already here. The West Up is freaking ready. And the Alinda Bills, is that Alinda? Just with now a blitz, Alinda Blitz. How are you, goats? I hope that everyone's had a fantastic week so far. It is Thursday Night Football. We're going to get right into it. We're going to get right into it. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? By the way, if you're new to the channel, you're joining us for the first time watching this, maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday morning, all you got to do, stick with us all season, moving forward. Give us a like. Subscribe to the Fantasy Goats. We got it coming to you all season, the rest of season, ROS, rest of season. And then, of course,
we're always on. We don't stop.
It's a good point.
There's no off season for the Goats. We're in between seasons.
It's a good point, and I've thought about perhaps making that maybe that should be part of the tagline. Oh, there I see him. I see you. Let me get him that. I'll get the goat that. Let's get to a couple of these questions. Damn, we have a lineup to build also. We do have a lineup to build. Let me see if I could delegate resources and time to take care of everything.
Let's take care of this, and then we'll go there.
Quinshawn Judkins, Javonte, Brees, Aaron Jones, and Vidal pick 3. I don't know if I'm not playing Aaron Jones yet. I know he's active. I'm not playing.
I'm playing him tonight, but that's because I have to. So
all right. Well,
I like him. I like the results I might get from him more than the person that I was going to be playing. So
do you like those results? All right, hold on a second.
I have more faith.
More
faith in Aaron Jones doing good than I forgot who I going up. Yeah, so Junkins.
I would. Yeah, Javonte. Okay, Javonte against his former team. Revenge game for Javonte, who's looking really nice lately.
Yes, he is.
He's looking really nice. The Jets are playing the Bengals. I'm still going to have a hard time sitting Brees Hall. So if Brees Hall winds up being your RB3 on this team, West Up, that's
bad.
The end of it.
And I'm thinking of playing Vidal. Would you play Vidal over Junkins?
I wouldn't play Vidal's on tonight. It's the Minnesota rush defense is the weaker link, correct?
Mm-hmm. Well, shoot, they showed that last week that their pass defense
But I mean, again, West Up. This is a tough one, baby. This is a tough one.
Javonte and Brees for sure.
And I think I'd rather have the pedigree of Quinshawn Judkins on the Browns.
I'll do that.
I'd rather have that. Come on, Vidal, great, nice little 5th round story right now. This dude doesn't get any burn whatsoever. He gets no burn whatsoever if Marion Hampton's in this ball game.
There's only Himes and some kid named Patterson that they just called up from the practice squad. That's behind him. So Vidal is going to have a lot of volume though too.
Let's off. It depends. It depends.
Well,
I'm good. So you kind of you started my train of thought. You started it right. Like Justin Herbert could very well be like the leading rusher on this team. He may get.
He might be. Yeah.
He may get the most opportunity. He will have a lot of opportunity, but I don't know if it's good opportunity. I think Justin Herbert could throw for 4 touchdowns in this game.
I'll be happy with that, especially if they're going to Ladd and Gatson.
He could throw for 4 touchdowns in this game. I don't know about any Gatson.
Yes, okay. Junkins, Javonte, and Hall. That'd be the best 3.
Yeah, those are the best 3.
Mason, Junkins, Bill, or Chase Brown. Pick 2. I think I'd go with Mason.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4 here. 1, 2, 4 here, West Up Goat. It ain't Bill. It ain't Bill against the Chiefs.
Yeah, Mason for sure. And then
I don't know for sure. I mean, Mason's no lock either. He's not.
For me, Mason, I'm playing Mason.
I'm playing Mason as well. Of course I am. I'm playing Mason. This isn't. I'm just saying it's no lock.
No, it's not. But what position actually is a lock half the time right now?
Javonte is a lock. Judkins seems to be a lock.
There's two good rush defenses too this week.
There's some locks. And I'm not talking about the fish.
All right, so I probably go Mason and Junkins.
1, 2, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 4. I had it right the first time. What's up, Alinda Blitz? Alinda is changing his username.
What do you mean 1, 2, 4?
Mason. 2. Junkins is 2. 1, 2. Not Bill. Chase Brown.
Okay.
Oh, pick 2.
Pick 2.
Goddamn. 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Yep.
1 and 2.
Should I start Wentz, Penix if he plays, or Mac Jones and Superflex? Need 2. Need 1 RB. Dobbins or Scatterboo? Playing Scatterboo. Mac Jones against Houston scares me.
You might as well roll out Wentz right now.
Yeah.
Penix is still questionable, right? Although we think he's going to play, but I don't think Penix.
I think I would go I would go Penix, and then if he's not healthy, then I go Mac Jones.
I don't think Penix needs to throw the ball a lot this weekend.
They're playing at home, so he can have 182 yards and 5 touchdowns like Stafford, and that's a good stat line.
Yeah, but there's one problem to that.
Bijan can have 2 of those.
No, that's not the problem.
What's the problem?
He's not Stafford.
No, he's not. But this is the Miami Dallas.
Did you happen to watch that link I sent you and War Chief? I sent it last night. I know it was past your bedtime.
You didn't send it last night. You sent it early morning.
Yeah, it was my last night. It was your early morning, or it's vice versa.
Yep. I watched it. Of course, I watched it.
That's a special
dude. Yep.
That's a special dude. It is.
Yes.
Sean McVay talking about the Rams, talking about Matthew Stafford, talking about Puka Nacua on the Rich Eisen show. I encourage all goats. I encourage all of you guys to watch the Rich Eisen show. Watch the interviews and watch how he speaks with the people that he has on in terms of NFL personnel, people that are covering this game, the players, the coaches, the reporters, the insider. I mean, you'll get a sense of what the hell is going on. And I'm not talking about from Joe Blow on Twitter.
Yeah. What's your comps level in Ladd and Keenan going nuclear? I don't know if they'll go nuclear. I think they'll both have good games. But what do you consider nuclear? Like Jamar Chase nuclear? No. But they can both still have good games.
Yeah. All right. So I think again on Rich Eisen show. This was on the Rich Eisen show, or maybe this was on FFT. It was FFT. Heath Cummings. That's one of our fantasy sources, by the way. He says you could put, bingo. You could put the 3 balls into the bingo thing, spin it around, and pick out the ball. That's what the Chargers wide receivers are right now. The 4 balls. I'll even include a 4th ball in Rande right now. But the 3 balls, as we know, are the 3 wide receivers. My God, they both could go nuclear. What's the confidence level on a scale of 1 to 10? I would say that the nuclear, one out of the 2 will possibly go nuclear for an 8 out of 10. They don't both go nuclear. One of them can go nuclear. 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards, 7 to 8 catches.
Yeah.
That's a fucking fantastic Thursday night for you.
All right, what's up? CM needs 3. CMC, White, Hall, Mason, Rico, or Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones is out of the picture. CMC against Houston's rush defense. I'm still going to play him because he's elite. I think I go CMC, White, and Hall.
I'm gonna let him know. Shabuzi's gonna let him know that it's CMC on Sunday night or Sunday. Rico. There's no Rico right now. Rashad, CMC, Brees. Aaron Jones is nice to have right now, West, up for a buy situation. Doesn't seem like you're in a buy pickle. You're not in a buy pickle this week 8, West up. Maybe you're just dodging it. Maybe you drafted this way. You're just a goat, obviously. But, I mean, Aaron Jones is nice to have as a fill-in right now. Maybe on a week-to-week basis, we'll examine whether Aaron Jones could maybe get into the flex for you, but look at what you got. Right down the road, maybe if Bucky returns, we would swap out Rashad White for Aaron Jones.
Yeah,
maybe with the red rifle this weekend. Maybe Rico gets a bump, but I don't think so. I think Chuba stays exactly. I see that backfield remaining the same.
Yeah. Amazon a bye week. Pearsall and Wilson not practicing. Pearsall's already been rolled out, I believe. At least it shows out on Sleeper.
Yeah.
And Wilson, I think, too, because it shows no points. So not practicing, need a wide receiver, Mooney or Noel, full PPR team, 10 team. I like Mooney. Against Miami defense.
Now you got my attention. Wilson not practicing. Garrett Wilson. Need a wide receiver, Mooney or Jalen Noel. Well, I wouldn't. We can't start Jalen Noel right now, Michael. Michael
No.
Goat. Well, that's B Goat, unless that's the same icon. B Goat, Michael Goat. Can't start Jalen Noel. You saw the same game that we did, right? They can't move the ball. Yeah, the Seahawks were tough. That Seahawks defense is tough. I expect the 49ers to be playing them tough too.
Mm-hmm.
Even with second stringers. I'm not comfortable with the pass volume that's coming out of Atlanta this week. I'm not. Darnell Mooney's the better option out of those two. If Garrett Wilson sits, we all know that if Garrett Wilson is a go, it's Garrett.
Yeah, if he's a go.
So
if not, then I'm going Mooney.
It would be Mooney over Noel.
You've got to put Kamara in the first question. I still stay with what I said. Kamara's banged up.
Wait, all right, hold on. Let's back up for just a quick second. What Nico Collins is probably not playing this game. Does that change? Does that
Christian
change it?
Kirk too.
Hmm?
Christian Kirk too.
Christian Kirk is. Nico Collins is probably not playing this game, correct?
If I say Christian Kirk, he's already starting wide receiver on the team. Why do you always shake your head? Like
Christian Kirk?
Yes.
Is he playing?
He's not playing. That's what I just said. And you shook your head like, who cares?
He hasn't played all season.
He played last week.
How much? It doesn't matter.
Game.
It doesn't. It doesn't. I didn't see that. I really didn't see that. I watched that game. I think the key here though is Nico, not Christian Kirk.
Right.
Is Nico? Nico's probably not playing. Christian Kirk's probably not playing. Okay, fine. Christian Kirk's probably not playing too.
Noel plays the slot. He's a slot receiver. He'll move in where Kirk is. Higgins will move. Higgins and Hutchinson will be the other wide receiver.
Now that we recognize that Nico's not probably playing, does it change the answer over Darnell Mooney?
No, I still stay Darnell Mooney.
All right, that's it. Who's next? Michael Goat.
Do you think even though Bucky and Garrett are hurt, now could they be worth keeping for when? Yeah, very much so. Because they both have a bye week next week. That's one of the reasons why I think they're not playing, because they know they have a bye week. So give them one more week to get healthy.
Although Garrett Wilson, you kind of have to like drag him off the field, honestly. Not just saying that because it's here. It's like this is his first missed game was last week. So I mean, it would be smart to hold him out. Absolutely.
Yep.
What's up, homies? What's up? Oh, DFS lineup tonight.
Let's do it. Let's start. Then we get some of the questions in.
All right. Haha. Now, Rhino, what I did here, because it was gifted to us, something, they gave us a voucher. They gave us a voucher for this contest. So I'm thinking, okay, we could do this contest, like whatever. It didn't cost. It won't cost us anything. Then I could always play this lineup into the main one that we were going to do.
Were you reading my mind by putting Bo Nix in? Huh?
I guess I was.
They're like, oh shit, playing against Dallas Cowboys to give up the 8th most freaking yards to receivers.
No. I think it's a smash start.
I think it's a smash play too.
It's a smash play for Bo Nix. If all he needs to do is just remind himself, all the Broncos need to do is remind him.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you could do that in like a 5-minute span or an 8-minute span in one quarter, why don't you just play that out evenly throughout 4?
Yeah.
And he's getting the defense to boot. So yeah, I like Bo Nix here. This one to me seems like a no-brainer. Now, I thought I put in this dog, Bijan, but I didn't. It's an expensive play. It sure is expensive. We could look for something else here though. Let's fill this. This is what you like to do, right? You like to go.
It worked out pretty good for us last week, doing the defense and going to flex and then going to the other ones.
If it's not broke, we won't fix it.
Yeah. Flex. I was thinking Mims or Franklin.
Mims, Franklin and Mims, Kibbles and Bits. Flip a coin with those two,
or Sutton, but whichever one's cheaper. I think because of the speed they have, and right now Diggs they don't have Diggs is probably out too because he hasn't even practiced all because of concussion. So the only starting quarterback they have, is Jerron Bland.
Damn. Yeah. Again, it could be either one of them.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, let's go defense. What defense do you like?
And GQ, my apologies, GQ. We didn't get to this one. We didn't get to you that fast, GQ. You're 7-0, GQ, baby. I don't think this is going to hurt this play right here. I don't think it's going to hurt you. Start 2. Well, I'm not sure if it's start 1 now. I don't know if you put Vidal in or not. GQ, Quincy. All right, defense. The Colts. The Colts look nice. I bet you the Buccaneers rebound, but I don't really like the Buccaneers secondary at all.
How about Texans against
Texans defense? The Texans defense is feisty also. They're feisty.
Yeah.
They're feisty. Atlanta's defense, what are they doing that cheap at home against the freaking Dolphins? What are they doing down here at 4,100? Why is this price so cheap? Or is it cheap? What's the most expensive defense? Let's see.
So it's 5,000.
So not for $900 less.
Mm-hmm.
I rather play the team that's playing against the Dolphins.
Tua on the road. Yep.
What says you?
I agree. 100%.
Bang bang.
100%.
Bang bang.
So now what are we looking at here?
Justin Jefferson's looking to become the youngest player to hit 8,000 yards. 8,000 or 6,000? 8,000 because in his sixth season. Breezer Mason, I apologize. Goats, Jose Goat, I apologize to all the goats. I apologize if we did not get to your questions as we were stuck on one. Maybe stuck's the wrong word. We would have been remiss if we would have left out the Nico Collins issue. All right. Goats, we'll make it up to you.
All right.
Quarterback we don't need. Running backs. Or flex. Did you say?
Yeah.
I mean, we could get the hammer in, and then we could get the other hammer, right? Or I mean, we could get the hammer.
Yeah.
Which hammer?
I like Bijan.
6,350. I like Bijan too. I have no problems with Bijan in that price.
All right, then let's
And now that'll be like for 3 quarters. That'll be for 3 quarters. What kind of stones do you have?
Now let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a real quick question here. What if we put somebody else, another running back right there, and put Algier in a flex?
Risky.
Yeah.
Risky. We all think, everybody, not just us this past Tuesday. This is trickling in, like we all saw the same thing. It's setting up for Tyler Algier, right? What if it's not? Like what if there's like, you know what? Just play your usual stuff, or what if you get stuffed? It's setting up really nice. So I'm inclined to go with like my first thought, my first inclination that Tyler Algier is setting up for a nice game. But what if it's not? And yes, they both can. They both can have solid games, especially against this team.
So if we put Javonte Williams in there.
Okay.
I was going to say put Javonte Williams instead of Bijan.
No, I don't want to take Bijan. Okay. No, why would we take Bijan out?
Right.
No. I think he could eat as well
I know he's going to eat.
Tyler Algier could get some dinner as well. That's
all right. So who do we like for flexing?
No, flex. I got the Stones. One of them almost killed Indiana Jones. Ha! Indiana Jones. Dun, dun, dun,
What flex? Should we do a dart throw like we did last week, or do something more safer?
No, I want the dart throw.
About Tez Johnson.
I want the dart throw.
Look at Tez. Yes, New Orleans.
Tez, 5,700.
Do you feel more comfortable with him or Rashid Shaheed?
I don't feel comfortable about any Saints.
No.
No, not at all. Although I guess it is setting up a little bit like it's all right for them. Rashid Shaheed is so boom, so bust, but so is Tez Johnson. Tez Johnson, I mean, look at the $5,700 price tag. It's not really telling us much. It's not very promising. Alec Pierce. Do you like Alec Pierce right now?
I like Alec Pierce. Hell yeah.
You're an Alec Pierce guy.
Hmm?
We know DeAndre's an Alec Pierce guy. Let's see what that price is.
Let's see how Pierce is, and then we'll see what Kate Otten is for tight end.
And again, it's not that I'm against Tez Johnson. I think you need to understand that. I'm not against him.
You're just scared of his frame.
It's not ideal. Not ideal at his age.
If you look at the receivers that have been coming out the last couple of years, they're all the same kind of body frame. They're not really that big right now. So, I mean, it's telling you something. Maybe it's shifting to a leaner frame. I don't know. But as long as they can produce, I'm good.
But we're having a discussion about Jalen Noel because of body frames just like Tez Johnson's. Unfortunately, and I don't wish this dude to get hurt. That's the last thing I want. It's just it makes me nervous. Yeah, it makes me nervous. I think the talent's there.
All right. So
why did he fall? By the way, remind me. Why did he fall in the draft?
Well, he didn't really fall. He went in the third round.
Who fell?
Royals fell.
No. I'm thinking. You know who I'm thinking? I'm thinking of Isaiah Bond.
Well, Isaiah Bond fell because of the.
That's what I'm thinking.
Allegations that came unproven.
That's what I'm thinking of. Colts.
1,500.
Alec Pierce.
All right.
100 more than the Tezzinator.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Hey, you know what? This is a collaborative effort.
Yeah.
This is a collaborative effort. Tez is like Tank Dell. Well, I mean, I'm glad someone else said it. That's why we're talking about Jalen Noel, because
Tank Dell produced. I mean, he had one. Well, both injuries. One he was blocking on the 1 yard line, don't block, and the other one he got hit right when he planted his foot. Man, the same thing can happen to a 215-pound wide receiver. Get hits wrong, you know.
Tez was a 7th rounder, not 3rd.
Just
Pierce.
Yep.
Pierce Michael. So Tez fell for probably similar reasons like Isaiah Bond. All righty, where are we? Where's our next hop, skip, and a jump?
Let's go wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
Pittman, $6,800.
No. I'm gonna come off that game.
What receivers do you like that pop in your head?
64.60. The ones up top.
Right. Well, there's that.
Those guys. this roll matchup, although you do get a couple of Ravens back in action. How about
What about
Curious?
Devontae?
Go Curious George.
I like Pickens. I like T.
Because that
Higgins.
right. I mean, let's try to let's break this down for a second here.
Okay, break it down.
You've got the Broncos secondary, two talented yet vulnerable cornerbacks, I'd say,
Wow.
lately.
Yep.
Now, which one's going to be the more vulnerable one?
Probably the White Shadow. Ross.
Is that his nickname?
That's what I call
White Shadow.
him. The White Shadow.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
You notice I'm like, White Shadow. That sounds like something I would say.
Fantastic old TV show, too.
Yeah. So even when, okay, I'm with you. Even when Riley Moss, or let's say, or even when rather Patrick Surtain, kind of like they swap, they switch up, they roll coverages to CD Lamb. I think George Pickens has got some good opportunity here.
I like Pickens.
I think he's got some really good opportunity, and if you're
Right.
good, and if you're gonna play the shadow game for the majority of the game, who the hell are you shadowing? You're not shadowing George. Curious George Pickens. You're gonna have to shadow CeeDee Lamb. But here's the other thing though.
What's the other thing? Talk to me.
I don't know if Patrick Surtain goes into the slot that often.
Yeah. I don't know either.
I don't think
He's primarily outside.
I don't think he goes into the slot that often. This presents sickly for CeeDee Lamb. How about both of them?
I think we might. Well,
is that kind of crazy?
It's not crazy, but I think we'd be really skipping on the.
Okay, so what fancies your appetite here? What fancies your appetite? See, rather Tez. See, here's the thing. Again, very talented young dude. We all know where Baker's going with the ball here. We know this already.
Now, shoot, Kate. Would Kate Otten be a good tight end? Do you think? What about?
I'll put it this way. He's good for PPR this week.
Yeah.
He'd be good for that situation. I don't know if that dude's getting into the end zone.
So, what tight end do you like for this week?
Okay, well, let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Of course, you like Tyler Warren. Of course, you like Curious George against Houston. Maybe Curious George. Kate on 50. These are all lousy prices except for Ferguson.
Yeah.
Mark Andrews is 5,900 against
Chicago.
That's not terrible.
No. And Lamar Jackson's back, so
is he?
Yeah.
I know he was limited.
They said 2 full practices, so
I know he was limited yesterday.
He is full today from what I read.
What's up? What's up, J-Goat? So I think what's happening here with our streams? It's giving us the ats for everybody. Ats. So we're getting a little crossed up. J-Goat, baby. I went Hurts and Saquon. Kyle Mananyai. Tezenato. Dunze. You went 2 Bears. Only 2 Bears? Keyshawn Boutte, George Skittles, the King, and the Colts Day. Looks like looks. I don't know. I mean, where do you want the trophy? Where do you want the Week 8 trophy, Jason Goat? All right, I'm okay with Mark Andrews. I know a lot of people don't like Mark Andrews. I like Mark Andrews because he is a mainstay of their offensive system, even though Isaiah Likely is too. If he could get back onto the field,
I'll do Andrews. I'm not as big as fans of him as you are, but Kyle Pitts. What was let's do Andrews.
This is your Fanduel lineup,
huh? Yeah.
It's Jason's Fanduel lineup. I like it.
Oh,
I
okay.
like it. I like it, Goat.
Nice.
I like it. Derrick Henry's a decent play. Actually, probably an excellent play.
Yep.
Well, we're going to check on that in a second. Maybe that'll be our. Maybe we'll do some maneuvering. Yeah, I mean, look, Rhino. It's for $200 more, we could do Skittles. I'm not spending $7,000 on Jake Ferguson, and I would think that you're not either.
No, but I will rather have Andrews going against Chicago's defense than Kittle going against Houston's defense. All right.
Sold. All right,
Let's see what Derrick Henry is, and then we might be able to save some money.
The king is at $8,000. $8,000. $8,000 versus the Bijan 10.
So let's do that, and then see. We might be able to double up CeeDee Lamb and Pickens if we wanted to do that.
All right, but this comes with the caveat. It does, and I'm sure that Jason Goat is on top of it as well. It comes with the caveat. If we get some sort of word that Lamar is not going to go, they're going to give him another week to heal. I'm yanking Derrick Henry.
Okay.
Because remember, this is our freebie. This is our free lineup. I could enter this one twice into the big boy, or we could play this one out for I think it's like a 20,000 guaranteed prize pool. 0-0. Who's winning?
Chargers are 28-21.
The Bears. That's from Ferris Bueller. Derek. All right. Plus our goat Neo came away with a nice minute short video regarding Derrick Henry. 3 reasons why we're going to hold him in fantasy, mainly because he's tied to the quarterback and how they move the ball, and how integral that is. You can't stack the box against Derrick Henry. We all. It's not rocket science, guys. It's not rocket science.
No.
Where are we?
Running back. All right, so we need 2 wide receivers and a running back. So let's go maybe like a Tajay Spears, something like that. Maybe catching. That might be playing from behind. Might be catching on the balls. Oh. I'd rather spend up more on the receiver than the second running back, I think.
So
what about you?
Let's look at the receivers, shall we? Let's take a look. What's going on here? I don't know why. Why would they even put Mike Evans here? It's like there's absolutely no point in that. Jamar Chase versus the Jets. I don't know. So
AJ Brown, he's been out 2 practices now.
Yes.
So what about Sutton?
What about him? For rugby? Are we doing it for rugby, Rob? The rugby goat?
If we put Jamar Chase in, what would that look like?
It would look nice. It would look a lot better than it would with Sutton.
Yeah.
5,800 for
one. That's where we killed it.
So then take this clown out.
Yeah.
This Curious George. Chase gets sauce. Yeah, I was just going to connect those two, Neo. And here's what I was about to say, with the rest of the thought. Sauce would need to grow superpowers to be able to guard Chase.
A place he's been hurt.
As good as Sauce is, he can't cover Jamar Chase. I'm not sure if Jamar Chase is the best play though, even though they all play in the Jets.
Higgins might be a better play.
Touchdown, Gadsden. Is that
really?
Gadsden or Allen?
I don't know.
It's Gadsden.
Sweet. All right.
Cool. Unbelievable. Chase cooked Ramsey last week.
So, would you rather play? Would Higgins be a better play than Jamar Chase? Do you think?
No, I don't. No, if I'm going to pick one of the two, I would pick Chase for sure. We take George Pickens out if you want to have a little bit more money in this area.
Let's see where the 5,800 gets us for running back and wide receiver, and go from there.
58. There's 55. Right. Gets you Sean Tucker and Tony the Tiger is 57. Tyrone.
Tyler Allgeier's 59.
Tyler Allgeier's
now, 59. I do see. Pardon me. I like Tajay Spears. It's just because the receiving upside, and he's been playing more and more, and they'll probably be playing from behind.
Okay. I mean, we said dart throw, right?
Yeah.
So I bet you a lot of people, a lot of managers, a lot of DFS players are not playing Tajay Spears. I like that.
Okay.
That's what will separate us. That's what separates winning lineups from non-winning lineups. Even though the good ones, the good lineups that don't win money, it's because everyone's got the same players. Obviously, it's the ones that differentiate. All right, that leaves us with one wide receiver and
like 5,900,
63,
300. Okay. Let's see what I wonder if like Khalil Shakir is about that. Let's see. We might be. Oh, he's 6,000. Oh shit! Yeah. How much do we have left?
$3 $3 bills.
Oh, okay. So who do we pick as the last receiver? Was it Khalil?
Yes, it was Khalil. Let me get this guy. Let me get this guy in here. Or StreamYard. Look, $300, Rhino. I mean, we could spend another hour on it.
Yeah.
I think we left off with about the same amount last lineup.
Yeah.
300 to 200, give or take. Again, I want to fully go on disclaimer for the goats that are watching. By the way, if you're watching right now, we're gonna pause. We're gonna pause to bring you a message from our sponsor.
Hey goats, please do me a favor. Please like and subscribe and hit those notifications so you don't miss any of our content.
All right. Let's knock out some questions here.
Yeah. You're going to have to wait. So, all right, hold on. Let me submit. I'll submit this, or you know what? I'll do this. Yeah.
It's a pretty good lineup we did.
Hold on. Let's see.
All right. Junkins, Swift, Kamara, Vidal, or Warren. Picking Wandell or Dobb. Playing Wandell. I'm playing Junkins, Swift, and Warren.
West up, baby. What's up, West up? Are you still with us, West up, baby? I don't even. Why do you? Let me ask you something real fast before I go handle something really fast. I mean, is it my eyes? It must be my eyes, but I don't even think so. If I put my glasses on right now, I still can't see that type. I have to go all the way in here. That's why I'm reading it here.
Oh, really?
Yes. I can barely see. I mean, I know exactly what the type is. But still. I'll be right back.
All right,
Shepard will be
I'm gonna
back.
knock out some of these questions. Sorry, Quincy. Like we said, sorry we didn't get to you in time. Start two by Dell, Bill, Mooney, or Bourne. I'm just gonna start. I'll start. Let's start Bill and Mooney. What up, man?
Hey, Rhino, can you hear me?
Yep, got you.
Perfect.
All right,
How's
play
your day?
Worthy.
How you doing so far?
Play Worthy, Terry, or Golden in my flex, half PPR. Also Kincaid, Njoku, Andrews. I'm not going to play Njoku, even though because he's coming off a knee injury. I'd probably go with Andrews. It's a tight end and then half PPR. I think I'd probably go.
I think for tight end,
I think I'll go.
I think
I'd go Golden.
I think for tight end, it depends on if Lamar is playing. Definitely.
Yeah.
If he is, then Andrews for sure. But if not, then Kincaid has been very good, in my opinion.
Yeah, but he's coming off injury though too.
Kincaid?
I don't know what the injury was. Yeah, Kincaid was. Yeah, he's questionable. That's
Okay.
my only worry.
Okay, that makes sense.
So if he's a full go, then Kincaid for damn sure. If
Okay.
not, then Andrews. I'm staying away from Njoku.
Yeah, makes sense.
Sorry, Jose, we didn't get to you in time. I'd go Breeze anyways.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, seeking Mooney. My only worry is Atlanta has a good defense, and they are playing Miami. Robinson, Algier are going to have 300 yards, so they may not have to throw. I still think they're going to throw the ball. They have to throw the ball to keep the defense honest.
Yeah, the thing is, I noticed when Moody's playing, London gets a he gets a hit as far as target rate. So I mean, for London owners, it's a little worrisome because Moody is really that good for him to draw those targets. I like Moody.
I like Mooney too. Other people don't really care for him, but I'm not going to mention names. All right, Pierce or Mooney?
How about I would go Pierce still because Daniel Jones gets the easiest matchup as far as pressure, so he should get a lot of time to throw.
Even though I think Downs is back, right? Last thing I read, he wasn't wearing the red jersey anymore.
Right.
So does that affect Pierce when Downs is playing?
Yeah, for sure. I think Pierce will be the wide receiver too once the season's over, though. Although I did like Downs last year, but Pierce is just
Yeah. If you look at I was looking at the targets. There's not too much of a difference. I think there's 12 targets difference between Pierce and Downs. So it goes Pittman, Pierce, and then Downs. But Downs also misses some games too. So I don't know if that's the reason why. But Pierce is a solid play.
Yeah, I think Pierce is a very sneaky. He's like you can get him off waivers. He's still only 17% rostered, but you can really plug him in every single week, honestly, as far as a flex.
Said Tez. All right. Catching up, people. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and goats. Oh my God, look at this man. What is going on here? DeAndre Swift, Neo. I call him Neo Rhino. I call him Neo, like from the Matrix. I don't know what his I don't really know what his name is, but I just call him Neo. I know it's spelled a little bit like that, but it's really, like it's just, to me, he's Neo from the Matrix, or it's DeAndre Swift, or with like a, I don't know who that is. Brian, is that Westbrook? Russell Westbrook? Is that who that is? Who is that?
That's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, that guy. SGA.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. There I go. There's the guy that smoked the Pacers Smoke the NBA.
Yeah, I made a lot of money off.
Well, you won a lot of money off of them. Oh, that's nice. So if you had to bet money on this game, just the game, -3 Chargers or the other way, Vikings, who would you take?
I will say, I know Gaston already had a touchdown. It's probably
I guess.
Chargers.
All right. Yeah. Maybe I should have asked you
no, but
earlier.
the thing is, I did tell you earlier that their O line is really obviously they had the piece back, but I forgot who, but somebody defensive end had like 12 pass rushes. That was the most since 2023. I forgot who exactly it was. I forgot.
DeForest?
Yeah, DeForest Buckner. Yeah, that was the most for like 2 years now, and it's crazy, really. So yeah, hopefully that piece is doing well for him this week today. I have yet to watch the game.
All right, gentlemen, I'm outro. I will see the Goats tomorrow night.
Wait, so you're not watching the game, and you're not watching the game either?
No, I'm going to watch the game once I get off the show.
No, I get that, but you mean you didn't? That's why you asked me who scored. You don't have it on. You should have it on while we're fucking around here.
No, because the Ghosts. Otherwise, I won't be paying attention to the Ghosts. I'll be paying attention. I'm going like this. Ghosts are more important. Ghosts are more important. They take priority.
I don't like that attitude.
All right.
I like that.
Ghosts are my priority. All right, gentlemen. Peace.
See you tomorrow.
See you around.
See you later, Rhino. No problem, Rhino. There, Rhino. There we go. All right. DeAndre took those Chargers. Under center, there goes Herbert. Flag on the play. And that would be a McConkey drop, but there is a flag. All right, so what else is going on here? What do we got going on here? Yeah, all these... Yeah, nice little opening here. Wonder if we need to. How long do we need to stay on here for Goats? We will answer any more. Yeah, they all came in a flurry. They came in a flurry with Vidal and Mason, and I get it. We come on at 5-2. Maybe we should change that. In any event. So, you could go, by the way, if you want to watch the game. If you're not watching the game, I get it. You want to go watch the game. We could close up the shop. If not, if you want to stay on, if you want to see if more Goats come in, it's your call.
Yeah, I'll give it like another 10 minutes.
Give it another 10 minutes. Why not?
Yeah, right at 8 o'clock for me. I'll head out. But I was looking at Barkley. Also, the DFS lineup. That was very interesting. I liked. I guess we can probably talk about that real quick. To see, obviously, if you won't, I mean, I like Sutton, but aside from that, Daniel Jones does get we saw Joe Flacco last week had the easiest matchup as far as like pressure against, and we saw it obviously the Thursday night game. He had like 27 fantasy points. That's happening a lot every single week. When a quarterback faces a defense that does not pressure much or can't for whatever matter is, then just drop Garrett Wilson.
No, I want you to finish. If I put just a good rule of thumb for me anyway, when I'm manning the ship, I'll put Bob Goats chat up. Not necessarily for you to stop what you're doing. I want to let Bob know that I saw him. I see the goat. I see you.
Yeah, I usually wouldn't talk over it. I usually would talk over it, but I saw somebody drop Garrett Wilson. That's why I had to say something. But yeah, Daniel Jones does get the easiest matchup, and I think that even in matchups where they lead heavily, we still see Daniel put at least 20 points. And I don't know, he has the best matchup for sure. But that's why I like Alec Pierce. I like Tyler Warren. But yeah, I mean the lineup was, I guess, it's cool.
Colts are playing some like I don't know. I mean, I could say like a cliche, like just like unbelievable ball, but I mean it's just like part of it is that I don't think that they've really played any like real strong or tough competition. That's got to be one thing. Then they're really just playing all together, which is kind of like, the whole idea, right? Like you want a team that is like fully bought in. And so if this team is fully bought in the way it appears, they can make a nice little run. But yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with the scheduling that they've had, which is favorable. Daniel, their offensive line, which has been playing lights out. So, I mean, a lot of things are just working in their favor. Josh Downs is Michael Pittman. I mean, these aren't like perennial premier wide receivers. Alec Pierce, again, another role player. They got Tyler Warren now, we think might be a premier tight end.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor, we know, is a premier running back. Daniel Jones isn't no premier quarterback. So that's what's mind-boggling about the whole situation. Someone just dropped. Yeah, we were on top of this, right, Bob? We were on top of this, Goat. If someone drops Garrett Wilson, you could pick Garrett Wilson up for the rest of season. I don't see how you don't. I would be dropping as long as you don't need Romeo Doubs right now for this week and for next week, because Garrett Wilson will be off next week. As long as you don't need Romeo Doubs, and if you want to kind of play the matchups with Kyle, he's the freaking Pitts or Harold, then I would say drop Dobbs. If you think you need Romeo Dobbs to put into your flex, or even like a wide receiver 3 spot, because that's all Romeo would be, is a wide receiver 3 for me. Then I'd probably be dropping Kyle Pitts, and I'd keep Harold Fannin. I know it's a crazy conversation. I know it's been a crazy conversation, not once but twice now this week. One time here on Tuesday, when it came to pick up Gadsden, drop Fannin, and then I saw the same 2 players on X with a debate, which one out of the 2. Well, I mean, it still remains the same. Do you want the young dude who's got a lot of talent that will get a lot of targets on a shitty offense? Do you want the other dude who's got a lot of talent on a really good offense but may not get a lot of targets? Well, we already saw him score tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, but between Pitts and Fannin, though, I would drop Pitts. I don't trust Pitts.
Yeah, I think Pitts had his career game last Sunday, to be honest, as far as target share, and he did a little too much as far as involvement.
That ain't gonna happen that often either. It's not.
I'm wondering if he's in a league where it's like a fab, where he needs to put money down on a certain player. And at that, if that's the point, how much money does he have left? Because maybe he might not be able to get him if he doesn't have enough money. But in that scenario, I'd put everything down, to be honest. Because Garrett Wilson is really, he's a wide receiver 1, and he was my top 8 receiver prior to the season starting. It's just his talent is just cannot be emulated. And it's Tyrod Taylor. If Tyrod Taylor can do something at least better than Fields, which is a low bar, then I can only imagine that Wilson's numbers will be even better than they already are now.
It's not fab. He's gonna put the claim in.
Perfect. Okay.
Do you have the number 1 priority? If you have the number 1 priority, you're gonna get him, obviously.
Yeah, that's like a game. That's like a league-winning pickup right there.
So, but let's say, Bob, Goat, in all honesty, if you don't have the number 1 priority, somebody else is already gonna put in for it. I think you have to do it, Neo, just because of the player, right? You have to try to, like, I guess, cross your fingers and kind of presume or assume that the other 4 managers ahead of you are sleeping. So yeah, you have to have some skin in the game. You have to put the claim in. You're probably not going to get him, so I wouldn't worry about it. But I like that he's proactive.
I mean, if he's in a league like that where somebody's dropping Garrett Wilson, probably other people don't like him as well. So, probably his league mates or his friends that are the person who's dropping that. Probably like a
disgruntled Jet fan.
He said he's number 5 in the what you call it.
He's five in priority, yeah. So I mean, again, I would think forget the type of league, whether it's 10, 12, whether it's home league or free league. Forget about it. I would think that somebody else, possibly with waiver priority 4, 3, 2, and up. Waiver priority 1 is probably a deadbeat. Probably. I shouldn't say that, but maybe kind of like not paying attention or out of it as in like non-competitive.
Yeah.
But then you still have 2, 3, and 4. That's why, look. Yeah, look, it's we shouldn't try to we don't always want to like put ourselves in like the other minds of other fantasy managers. We can only control what we can control, and that's not even a lot. That's really not even a lot, because then we have to leave it up to the guys on the field. We can control the moves that we make and the roster decisions that we make. We control all of that, of course. We controlled who we drafted, of course. But then, I can't. It'd be a crazy exercise for me to try to figure out how you're playing the game. That'd be a crazy exercise.
Yeah.
And believe me, sometimes I even try to put myself in that position. Like, in my home league, right, Neo? My home league, I know these dudes all my life, so I kind of know how some of them think.
Yeah, of course.
That's a different story. But some of these leagues, like on like the Twitter leagues, some of these like major competitions, these charity leagues, I don't know. You don't know who you're playing with. You don't.
Yeah, that's why you just gotta hope.
Well, that's why we have Bob Hope.
Oh yeah, there you go.
The guy that dropped him is in 3rd place. Weird and crazy. Yeah, that is fucking crazy. 3rd place in week 8. The chances of that even sticking.
What's his priority then? Because that could potentially drop. If he's like number 2, for instance, all of a sudden that number 5 gets to number 4 now, because he's not going to pick him up unless it was an accident where he dropped him. But I did that in one league before. I accidentally
But this we were talking about this a couple of days ago, though. So like, it's not like by now it would have been discovered. Like, oh man, I dropped it by mistake or some shit like that. Oh, I had buyer's remorse or seller's remorse. No, you can't. At this point now, 2 days, 48 hours later, he doesn't want Garrett Wilson. I bet you it's a disgruntled Jet fan. He picked up Marvin Mims. Yeah, well, I don't know, dog. I don't know what's going on there, Bob Goat. I don't want to pretend to know that. Marvin Mims is a good player in a system where it's not very conducive to like one or two. It's not very conducive to like one go-to guy. Marvin Mims is like a good wide receiver 2, but sometimes he's the wide receiver 3.
Yeah.
Bo Nix, I feel like Bo Nix and Sean Payton are just again, they'll try to scheme up and design for him and Franklin, but when push comes to shove, their real first read, their go-to is Cortland Sutton when push comes to shove.
Yeah, I think Sutton can score a touchdown this week, especially.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I watched the game. You should have. That's why I had him in the video last week, because I thought he was going to score a touchdown, but he did. He dropped 17 without a touchdown. So
he had a good game. For PPR, he's pretty good. He had a good game. If for standard though, that's tricky. For half PPR, that's no good. Carson Wentz, ladies and gentlemen. Carson Wentz down 14-0.
Who else scored?
I don't know. Fuck. Bob Goat. Who scored for the Chargers? Who's the second touchdown? There goes Mason. Oh no, that's Jones. Oh fuck me, Jones.
Running it. Wow.
Who scored? Was it Kamani Vidal?
I'm lagging. Let's see.
Kamani the body.
Anytime. Here we go.
Touchdown, Kamani Vidal. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, 3-yard touchdown. Congratulations, Kamani Vidal. 3-yard touchdown. He'll wind up having a 10-point game. 40 yards and a touchdown. Great shit.
Now we'll do nothing else after that.
Great shit. 11 points. I mean, all right, fine. 11 points. Let me see something. Pretty sure that we set Vidal, right?
Yeah.
Let's go all the way back. Let's go all the way back up here.
The good thing about the Chargers is that the run block is always going to be good. That's why I like Hampton.
Game time question. West up. But yeah, we said Vidal. Look, we have to go with the talent, with a more talented player, and then the opportunity in the situation. That's what basically what this comes down to. And then with that process, still it's not foolproof. Still, it's not 100%. We said Vidal because of he's not as talented as some of these other guys, but yet his opportunity showed.
9 carries in like the first quarter. What the fuck?
And yeah,
that's crazy. You can't predict that. But also, I do follow, like, Michael Jordan missed shots too, so it's okay to get
9 carries in the first quarter,
or maybe like the first quarter and a half. Like I don't know how deep.
All right, but 9 carries for what?
22 yards.
That's garbage.
Yeah,
that's garbage. 9 carries. Think about that. Let's give him another carry. 10 carries for 22 yards is what?
2.2 yards a carry.
That's garbage.
And no receiving work either. Just the carry.
That's not good. I'm sorry. That's not good. And yet, okay, right. 2.2 yards. And what was his touchdown? Was a 3-yard touchdown. He cannot break off anything. He's not explosive. He's not talented.
I think as long as carry was a touchdown.
He was an absolute must add 2 weeks ago based on the circumstances. There's no question about that. And in another pinch, like last week, he was an excellent spot start. Excellent. But if you're gonna hang your hat now on Kamani Vidal for another week or so while Marion Hampton comes back, forget it. He's not that good.
Yeah.
Let me put you on. And when I say he's not that good, I mean that's wrong of me, because who the hell am I? I'm not a football player. He's not. Think about this. If he was as good as some of the others, then there would be no Marion Hampton on this team. He would be the Marion Hampton. Yeah, I see it. I see it, Jason Goat. I see it. That 2.2 yards per carry. I see it.
3 of the carries were for negative yardage.
That's great. If you're playing backwards, that's fantastic.
And he had 2 carries for negative 4 yards in his first 2 rushes.
Again, I'll maintain this now, and I've been saying it for years. Look, The name of the game. Look, we want touchdowns. Obviously, it's the fastest path to points. The touchdown. So we want that. But like, what about now the rest of this game? What if that touchdown never takes place? It's not good data. It's not good data from this particular player otherwise. And it was like that last year. That's why we know he's the third stringer coming into the season.
Yeah, the only running back I really care for as far as touchdowns is Josh Jacobs. That's the only that because I know he'll get a touchdown almost every game. And he still gets receiving capabilities and whatnot. They're part of a great offense. Yeah, that's the only running back to where like I'll take for a touchdown. I'll be fine because I know his game is good too. But yeah, that's the only guy really.
You mean that's the only guy for an anytime touchdown out of all the running backs here?
Yeah, probably. He's had a touchdown like 10 straight games before not getting a touchdown 2 weeks ago, I think. So.
They are probably regretting letting Jones go to Indy. Indiana Jones? Dun, 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 dun. Letting Jones go to Indy. I mean, he was kind of, I think they have more regret letting Sam Darnold walk. Right, Willett? Right, Willett go. And I think if they had their choice between, all right, let's just pay a ransom for one of these two. I think they would have preferred Darnold. Because look at what Darnold's doing, not in this Viking system. Look at how much better he's become now because of it. And I guess you could kind of make that argument for Daniel Jones, I guess, but Jason go dun, 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 dun. Where's Region? Where's Region and Mr. Indiana Jones? This guy must be riding on cloud motherfucking 9. Region. I mean, it's been dark for a while over there. It's been lousy over there, but now they're 7-1, top of the world. 7-1 or 6-1. He must be on cloud 9. I see him beefing with tons of people online too, but I mean that's just him.
Yeah.
But do you think he's on cloud 9 as a Colts fan? Good for him. I think
the Chiefs' offense. I don't know if you want to agree with this or not, but I think the Chiefs' offense is probably the best offense in the NFL. Now with Rashee Rice back.
Do I want to agree that the Chiefs' offense is the best offense in the league? I will probably right off the bat say I don't think they're the best offense in the game. Total offense, they are probably one of the best football teams now moving forward. And it's going to take a monumental effort to knock them down again. But unless that running game, and again, they get by without it too, which is crazy. But I'd say that, yeah, the passing game, the way that Mahomes plays, with the weapons that he has, the best offense though. If the Rams are clicking and firing on all cylinders, I would take those two. I think I would take Devontae and Puka over Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy. I think I would do that. Kyron Williams at running back will trump Isaiah Pacheco right now. KC runs suck good. KC runs suck.
I will say Pacheco's doing well now with Rasheed's back because now they're getting the passing game going.
Okay. I love having this conversation. The only reason why Pacheco started to get some yardage last week was when Kareem Hunt went down.
Yeah, I mean that's what like for instance we're comparing Kyron Williams. Kyron's still the bell cow in a sense. So if we're gonna give that same that same bell cow mentality to a Pacheco, who would be the better bell cow between Pacheco or Kyron Williams?
Oh,
Who's the better runner? I think we know the answer to this one.
Who's the crazier runner? Who's the more violent runner? The more violent, crazier runner is Isaiah Pacheco. Right?
Sure. Yeah.
I think Kyrie is just. I think he's. Oh man, it's a good debate. Kyron's just got some sort of like he's got a knack. He's got like an instinct. He's got a trait that I don't think that you can necessarily teach, but he knows how to get to the end zone. And we've seen it now for 3-4 years, and a lot of people still want to poo-poo him or discredit him or discount him.
Oh yeah.
Just be okay, when Kyron is on, he's on. When Kyron is off, it's like all the four corners of fantasy hell are coming down on him. So I mean look, everyone has those types of games.
So would you say Kyron's a boomer bust starter in that case?
He's not. Which one?
Kyron Williams. Would you say he's boomer bust? Like, do you think he's like, obviously you're going to start him every week, but as far as the production?
No, I don't know if he's boomer bust because like there could be games depending on how the flow of the game is going where he may get involved in the passing game, or he may have gotten you 80 to 90 or well over 100 and not have scored. I think for Kyron to really have your fantasy impact, your low end RB1 or the top of the tier RB2 is when he definitely crosses over the goal line for sure. JJ, he's not that guy. JJ isn't that guy from the looks of it. Could you imagine? Imagine that. Yeah, from region, right? Look, man, fuck, it's his team, right? That's region. It's gonna it's gonna be that monumental, colossal when the Colts wind up losing. Quincy Goat. You have Vidal, right? Even if you have Vidal and Quincy Goat, this isn't the type of player that we want for fantasy. Quincy Goat, it's not. He looks like Fred Flintstone. His legs are always moving. That's Pacheco, right? Or is that no? That's Kyron. Yes. Yeah, he died. And you know what? Let's not take. Yes, I got him in. All right, Quincy Goat. I'm glad that you're enjoying him. For now, Quincy Goat. But let's not forget about this, Neo. Kyron Williams came into this league almost damn near undrafted, right?
Yeah.
He had to work to get. He needed 2 injuries from 2 other burgers to get the role that he has, and he's not about to let that just go.
Yeah, for sure. It's just for like last week, for instance, we know that the Jaguars put up like 35 points. If you had asked me, hey, Naomu, like the Rams put up 35, and Stafford threw under 200 yards, how many fantasy points do you think Carolina would have went for? I'm like 25, because I'm assuming they're running the ball. And that's how they're scoring. If Stafford threw for less than 200 and they put up 35, he got 8.5. I'm like, if you're not going to throw that much and put up that many points, how do you not get involved at that point? That's what. But if a guy like Pacheco, in that sense, he's going to get something out of that.
Why do you say that though?
Because he's a violent runner. I really like Pacheco.
Oh, because he's a violent runner. He is definitely very violent. He's a little wacky. I don't even want to give him the excuse that maybe he's still just coming back to form from injury, but maybe that is part of it. The other part of it is look, Kareem Hunt has actually done a really good job for them, and they're not playing fantasy. Kareem Hunt has a nose for the end zone, and I think Kyron Williams is kind of picked that up as well. Brian Thomas Jr. is on waivers. waivers. It's like, why is Garrett Wilson on waivers, and why is BTJ on waivers? Who would you drop for him? Well, you're making a drop. The Bourne Identity, Jacoby Myers, Tajay Spears, Tony the Tiger, Kamani Vidal, or Bill. Make the call. Make the call, Neil. Which one are we doing?
I don't like Bourne. I do think I asked you this question a couple of days ago of who you think is the wide receiver 1 for the Niners, or 2, I forgot. Either Pearsall or Ayuk. Pearsall or Jennings. You had said Pearsall. I personally think Jennings.
I gave you the reason why Jennings isn't.
Yeah, you did. That's for sure. But I think those 2 guys, and then Ayuk especially, I don't like. Bourne only did good when all those guys were out. And I don't think, Bourne's not. And then we saw last week with Kittle did nothing, and Bourne still did nothing. So I think he's probably a drop there. You can't drop Pollard because if Pollard's out, then Spears is playing. You can't drop Spears in that sense. Vidal, I do think he's good for the next couple of weeks because Hampton's not out Hampton's not coming back until the next couple of weeks, and then Bill still has upside. I like Bill. Bourne out. I like that.
Who's coming up on the bye here? The Raiders are on bye. The Titans. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, I don't know if you need both of those Titans. Tony Pollard doesn't deserve a handcuff. They don't that even.
It's true.
I think let me put you this way. Let's say they gave this job to Tajay Spears. Is Tony Pollard the handcuff? No, you don't need a handcuff. It's one or the other here. That would be my dilemma. Which one now am I rolling with? Tony Pollard has not been that good, nor has any Titan. Tajay Spears, we're playing him now this week's DFS. I think he is kind of due for A, more work. B, that should translate into more production. C, he is a good pass catching running back. If you have to get Brian Thomas Jr. Brian Thomas Jr. clears any of these dudes, by the way. Clears any of them.
Yeah.
I kind of like.
For sure, you're not dropping Myers or Bill. You got to keep those guys.
Bill.
Just because he's the only running back, really. Well, not only, but he's the number one.
I'm glad you kind of corrected yourself there. He ain't that's the problem. He's not the only running back there.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm kind of like a Bourne. I'm a Jason Bourne guy.
You are. I think. What's obvious is that CMC is their number 1 receiver. So
that's for sure.
So there's that. And I just think when they're fully healthy, everybody's there. Even without Ayuk, I mean, once Jennings is fully healthy, last week he was like healthy, but he wasn't like fully healthy, and he still committed 9 targets. I'm not really a fan for Bourne rest of the season, but you bring a good argument that you don't need both of the Titans running backs.
I wouldn't hold both of the Titans.
But you keep Pollard if you drop one of the 2, though.
That's the move. That way you could still have Jacoby Myers for his new team, wherever that destination is. I like the idea of Bourne, and I don't think that the Niners buy isn't still for another few weeks, so you're still gonna have him. We don't know when IU comes back. Yeah, we could drop Spears. Here's the thing, right, Quincy? I mean, we'll be able to pick them back up if anything.
Yeah, no one's gonna pick them.
We could probably pick them back up if we had to.
That's a good question, actually. Do you think if Bourne gets dropped, that somebody else will pick him up compared to a Spears?
Yeah, I do. Especially if you're in a pinch.
Yeah.
If you need a wide receiver this week and with all the buys, without question, someone would like, oh shit, it's Bourne. He's been doing good with Mac Jones. Yeah. I mean, we haven't seen it since that first week where his just like he went off with 10 catches and 150 yards or so, but he's still a decent wide receiver for them right now. And Ricky Pearsall still can't get onto the field. And again, we don't know when Ayuk's coming back.
I do think. What did you say? Sorry,
Jefferson. I think he just broke some crazy record.
Oh, okay, nice.
Good for him. Oh my God, Wentz! And he hurt himself in the process. Yep. Here comes. I bet you J.J. McCarthy's the emergency quarterback. So did you see? Here's the play. They tipped the ball at the line. The ball popped up in the air. So Carson Wentz, mindful to try to bat it down.
Yeah.
And something's wrong with his arm now.
Trying to be the hero.
Yep. Oh, I bet you he tore ligaments in his arm doing that.
Is JJ good? Oh wow.
Either that or he tore his tricep muscles.
JJ is inactive. They gotta go with, if Wentz is hurt, Max Brosmer. I don't know this guy yet.
Bob Goat. He'll see you tomorrow night. Bob Goat will be on at 8 o'clock for your lineup advice for all of our lineups. Week 8. Week 8. Almost halfway, right? Well, I mean, if you're playing into the semifinals and the finals like all these goats, then it's about the halfway point. I can't believe not only did he try to make the play where it wouldn't be intercepted, he hurt himself on it. I guarantee you he does not come back in the game. Now when you're grimacing like that, it's protected. His arm is protected.
Looking at the sleeper chat, they're going under for Brosmer for the chat. People are saying good luck. He has to sub in now. I feel bad for that guy, but
oh man,
he can make a name for himself, I guess.
I get in. JJ McCarthy really isn't ready, huh?
He ain't inactive.
He really isn't the guy. I mean, like, no. He had a whole year.
Oh, in general.
It was going to be his redshirt year last season to watch, to learn. He met with Kevin O'Connell once a week during the year to just have meetings and go over stuff. And this was J.J. McCarthy's team. Now he played a couple of games, and he played a couple of games. So 2 out of 8 quarters were only good, and now he's got some extended ankle injury.
Yeah,
extended. Do you know if this was Joe Burrow would be playing right now? Patrick Mahomes would have missed the damn game at this point. These guys wouldn't have. There's no missing time for them unless it's got to be catastrophic.
Yeah, literally.
JJ McCarthy is not ready, according. Well, obviously, he didn't come out and say this. He's not. He's not ready. If he's not the backup quarterback in this situation, in this game, I don't know what the hell. He's not ready. That's what it comes down to. Unbelievable. All right, Goat. Why don't we take off? You've been on here. You haven't been watching the game. I feel bad. You should go watch the game. I
think I'm just gonna eat some cookies and then call it a night from there.
Go eat some cookies. Is that your dinner? Cookies? Interesting.
Yeah, I already had dinner, so there's that.
Interesting.
I will say one more thing though.
Please, one more thing. Tell me.
Jawan touchdown. No, but Jawan Jennings touchdown. Saquon Barkley go off. Eventually, will happen. If not this week. But.
Wait, you're calling for Jawan Jennings this week? Is that what you're doing against the Texans? Against Derek Stingley? Okay.
Somebody's got to score.
Well,
and they got a lot of backups. Although I do think potentially like a Texans money line bring back with a Jawan Jennings touchdown. So. But yeah. Texans should win though. sure.
I don't know about that one either.
Could win.
You're from that area, right?
Yeah.
Not around there. So like if it's a regular Sunday, 4:00, the Texans are on, or the Cowboys. The Cowboys are probably on.
Yeah, Texans get no airtime. To be honest,
the Texans get no airtime. Derek Stingley is like he's probably the best corner in the league. Let's take a look at PFF. Let's take a look at PFF right now. I'm almost willing to bet by position.
Probably the best passing defense in the league too, just as a whole.
Derek Stingley. Defense, for Christ's sakes. Run blocking, no. Defense, pass rush. Slot coverage scheme, coverage grade, pass rushing productivity, coverage scheme. Maybe it's that.
Yeah. Should be.
You wouldn't believe the things that I do at night, and I know it's nighttime now, but no, my night starts usually like after midnight on my coast.
Right.
And for 3-4 hours, I'm just like going all over the place online. I'm like in my own dark web.
Yeah, fair enough.
Coverage. So for man, I don't see him here. Man, he's not. Nick Whiteside is the highest graded for man coverage. Derek Stingley. So does that mean you could beat Derek Stingley one-on-one if I don't see him here?
I could probably pull it up.
All right, but let's go not man. Let's go coverage scheme. Receiving versus scheme? No. Blocking? No. You know what? Forget it. 'Cause I can't do two things at once. All right, goats. We will be back tomorrow night for Neo. The Neo Goat, the Quincy Goat, Jason Goat. I am, and the Bob Goat, of course. I am your shepherd. See you tomorrow.